Hello, my name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrew Menchaca.
Thank you for listening to Anxiety Twins. We are a married couple, we are comedians, and we have a podcast. We have a bunch of movies to talk about. We can talk some comedy stuff if you want to, but it's mostly, I feel like
It's mostly movies.
Mostly movies.
We are chronically underbooked this month.
Yeah, but we also haven't talked about comedy in the last couple episodes. It's just been movies.
I don't think people want it. They don't care.
We did an hour on Backrooms.
No one cares. Oh, I could talk about that more too if you want to. Just kidding.
Talk more about Backrooms. I don't
think I have any more.
So I wanted to see Obsession.
Mm-hmm.
I did something earlier that day, and then I had a late night podcast, 11 o'clock. So I had a bunch of hours in between. So I was I wanted to go see a movie. I wanted to see Obsessions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to go see it, and it was sold out. And the only movie that was available was I Love Boosters. And I watched that, and it's been, maybe this has never happened. I don't think I've ever been in a movie theater and been I hate this movie.
Mm. You were just sitting there I should go.
I do not like this movie. And the thing is that I wanted to like it because the director is Boots Riley. His music I've been listening to for the past 30 years. And his last movie, Sorry to Bother You, I didn't love it, but I liked most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it was just individual scenes are good, but when you put it all together, it doesn't make sense. And there's so many things to like about it. It uses practical effects. So there's obviously no AI. It's very left-leaning. I agree with all the statements that are made in it. It has almost all-woman cast and mostly Black women. It's everything I want to support, but I'm just this movie does not come together at all.
I saw people say that this was Keke Palmer's best thing ever.
I don't love Keke Palmer. I don't, as much as I want to support her. I'm glad that people enjoy her. I don't love what she does.
Sorry to this man.
But I don't see how this was any different than anything else that I've seen. I've seen her in other stuff. I don't see it. I don't think.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just saying, some people were Keke Palmer does great on this.
Yeah,
and I didn't take that to mean that the movie was great. It's just her part.
Yeah. But yeah, I did not enjoy that movie at all.
Boo.
The next movie that we watched was Beaches.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Beaches?
I watched the second half of it with you
because
I came in,
and the baby watched it with us.
Yeah, it was pretty kid friendly.
Yeah, it was. I watched it I don't know. It was just up on maybe Hulu or something, and I was going through this thing where I would just go through recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the recommendations for me, and if it's a movie that I've never seen, then I'll just be okay, check it out. And there was Beaches, and I've never seen it
because you saw the Golden Girls.
Maybe. We've watched other Bette Midler. What was the other Bette Midler movie?
Sisters, the one where they're twins. Yeah. I don't know what it's actually called.
It was Big Business.
Big Business.
I think it's Big Business.
Which has nothing to do with what happens.
One of them is a business lady.
Women can do stuff. You don't have to label it.
They can do a lot of stuff.
I feel like their relationship as sisters was more the main plot.
Yeah. That's why you called it Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But Beaches was cool. It's one of those movies that is kind of famous for making people cry. I think people cry at the end of it. And I didn't cry at the end of it, but it was, it was good.
I saw it because going. What's her name? Maya, the one that plays her as a kid.
Mia, I'm going to mispronounce her name. Mia Bullock?
Yeah. Okay. Maya Bullock.
No.
Wait, I'm thinking of Sandra Bullock. She's Blossom.
Blossom, yeah.
I saw her acting as basically a little tramp on a short on TikTok, and I was like, what movie is that? So I went and I looked for it, and that's why I saw it. But I saw it months before you saw it.
Okay. I didn't know that you had seen it.
Yeah, we talked about it when it was on.
Oh, yeah. You said that you had seen it, but then the entire time we were watching it. Now I remember. Mm-hmm. The entire time we were watching, you were like, oh, what's going on? You didn't know.
I just remember the parts where Blossom is Which
is just the first part of the movie.
But that's the best part.
She disappears after that. Yeah. How did you feel about it? Did you like Beaches?
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. Good movie.
I told you it was going to be the same as green fried tomatoes when this...
Fried tomatoes?
Whatever. It makes more sense
Put
to
some
go
respect on its
color
name.
than quality than item. That's how it goes in that order. Where the two friends end up moving in together and raising the baby, except in Fragrant Tomatoes, they were like wannabe lovers. Like they never like were in an actual relationship, but they were like girlfriends. And in this one, they were actually just friends.
I'm
But
trying to figure out who you're talking about. You talking about the old lady?
yeah.
You thought that they were lovers?
Fragrant Tomatoes, the young women, when the one of them divorces her husband because, well, she doesn't divorce him, she just leaves him. And then she moves in with the other one and they raise a baby together. And then they ask them, like, why are they living together? She's like, she's my best friend ever. But the whole time, low-key, they're like, they're in love, but they never actually do it. Whereas in Beaches, they actually are friends and they just live together and they're raising the baby together.
Yeah.
So it was like a similar thing on that.
I do feel like the one girl wasn't, like, she's clearly a lesbian and she's in love with the other one, but the other one isn't a lesbian, so they're just kind of like living together. And they're okay. Yeah,
and the other one, the lesbian one's like, I mean, better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
She has a family. But when we were watching Beaches, I was telling you, I feel like this is going to be like Fragrant Tomatoes, even though I had already seen it, but I forgot. And in that, they end up raising the kid together, and it did end up going that way. Yeah. And then one of them dies, and the other one keeps the baby, which is also what happens in Fragrant Tomatoes.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty popular plot point. I feel like that's
friend takes your child.
Yeah.
Where else does that happen?
Two ladies that love each other, but they can't show it because it's the 80s.
Yeah, 90s, I mean, that's just like a queer story, but like the two girlfriends raising a baby together, you think that happens a lot?
I'm pretty sure we could find some more movies, especially from the 80s, where that happens.
What's that one?
It's also not the main plot. Like when it's guys that have to raise a baby, it's the main plot.
3 men and a baby?
Yeah, like that's the whole movie.
They gotta all use every single neuron that they have together to focus on keeping that child alive.
But when it's two women, it's just like that's a side.
That's a side gig.
Story.
Yeah.
That's like the third plot point.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to dig harder to find because it's not in the title. It'll be like Beaches, and then they're actually like stay-at-home moms.
I'm still not even sure what the name Beach is. Like they're only on one beach. They're at the beach at the end.
No, but they also met at the beach, Coney Island.
So 2 beaches.
All
right.
I think originally they wanted to call it Bitches.
2 bitches.
2 bitches, and they were like, "What about?" And I love it. I love it. I'm just saying, like, we're gonna be family friendly, and I'm thinking like maybe there's 2 beaches.
What if they met on the beach?
What if
one of them died on the beach?
What a bitch! You gotta go and die like a bitch.
So how many stars you giving Beaches?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Classic movie. Bette Midler.
Yeah.
Doing the thing. I'm gonna give it 4.
Wow.
I'm gonna give Beaches 4 stars.
Yeah. Tell you what, change the name to Bitches. 4 stars.
Actually, so I put everything in Letterboxd, and in Letterboxd, I actually gave it 3 stars.
See?
So maybe in the moment.
You agree with me?
Okay.
It just moves really slowly.
Yeah.
I feel like all that could have been done in 20 minutes, but they like drag it out with like little unnecessary details because it's supposed to be 2 hours somehow.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking just the history of the movie, like
these are all
Gen X moms,
cool people that are in it too.
Love this movie. So the next thing this is a movie that I watched by myself, but you've seen it a bunch of times. We're talking Marie Antoinette.
You son of a bitch. I come out here to the living room. I was just waking up. It was noon. Don't worry about it. It's not the point. I was all, are you watching my favorite movie without me? And I was like genuinely mad, and you just kept laughing at me, and I was like, it's not funny. Although I sat down with you and I caught my favorite part of the movie. I don't care for the beginning or the end of movies. I like the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. Like
sometimes the beginning when it's like all frilly and puff, but in this one the frill and puff is in the middle, because at the beginning she's like leaving her home and it's also sad, And then at the end, she's getting murdered, which is also sad.
Well, we don't. We
But
never
right
see
there in
her
the
get
middle,
murdered.
when she had money and was buying dresses, that's what I like.
We never see her get murdered, right?
No, but it's
she's just
implied.
being led out of the castle or whatever.
Well, like when...
I mean, it's not implied. We all know the story of Marie Antoinette.
Right, but we don't see her get murdered, so it's implied. When all the people come out with like torches, that's like so stressful.
But what's your favorite?
And can you imagine like shooting that scene?
The scene where they're...
All the villagers have torches and they're outside. Like how many times?
Why would that be more stressful than any others?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just a scene. Why is that?
No, like to shoot. Like, can you imagine like how much budget do they have to have all these people out here with torches at dusk and just have it happen like just perfectly? I don't know if the shot of her bowing to them is superimposed over like the actual, like, is that at the same time? But it's a cool scene, but from there on it's just too much. Even when she loses one of her babies, it's like already like, I'm out. I want to go back to the part where I like it when she creates a cottage, because that's like, I feel like that's something that happened to me when I became a mom. I was like, eco-friendly, everything has to be like perfect in this way, and we have chickens and they lay eggs and like all that stuff that I was like pretending like I lived in a farm, but really is like, you get like 2 eggs and then you buy eggs. Like it's not for real.
But what you never said your favorite scene. What's your favorite scene?
What's my favorite scene?
It's there's a lot of people in Versailles. What's the line?
There's a lot of people in Versailles.
That's it. Okay. That's your favorite.
If I ever say to you, there's a lot of people in Versailles, you can deduce that I hate you. That's what that means.
What's that mean?
I just love it.
If I say this, then it means that.
I love it because it's like she finally understands the rules of court. Like it takes her a long time at the beginning. She's like, this is ridiculous. And they're like, this is how things are here. And then later, eventually, she like makes it work for her because they're like, you have to talk to the king's mistress. And she's like, no, thank you. And they're like, well, you don't have a baby and you keep being a bitch. You got to pick. Like, you either got to have babies or be a bitch. You can't do both. And she's like, fine, I'll talk to her. And she just has to say something. So she like says the most basic thing. And it works. The other girl is like, oh my God, yes, there are. And she's like, oh God. And then everybody else, like the 2 bitches who are like always like
so mean,
talking shit about, because they're trying to be nice to her because they're like, she's the queen. They have to be nice to her, but also they hate her because she's from Austria. They're like, when she talks to the mistress, they're like, well, I knew it. I knew it all along.
So this isn't a movie that you like from beginning to end. Like you're not like all in.
I usually watch the whole thing, but the middle is my favorite part.
It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking movie.
And all the dresses.
There's so many times you can just pause and it just looks like a painting. Like it's
because they're actually in Versailles, which is like one of the first times that was allowed. But replicating that would be so difficult. Like the halls, like when she runs down the hall, like it's not like they just have like a background set. They have like freedom of running up and down this thing. Makes you feel how big it is.
Yeah, but also, I mean, there's a lot of choices that Sofia Coppola makes directing that makes it just looks beautiful.
All the music and the dresses are contemporary, but with like a vibe of making you feel like it's of the time.
Yeah. I remember that being a thing that she's using more. It's not contemporary because it was like mostly music from the 80s and 90s. So it wasn't contemporary to the time.
Right. But it's contemporary compared to Marie Antoinette time.
I feel like that's the first time someone ever did that. Like that was a big risky thing. I remember people talking about that she was like using more modern music.
Even now, like Bridgerton uses modern songs, but they do them instrumental so that it sounds like it was an old song, but then it's like, thank you, next.
I feel like this movie is kind of the beginning of all of that type of period piece. Like this is the beginning.
A lot of it is kind of like modeled after it. Like they tried. It's like a cheaper version, but
Also, do feel like the beginning does move like really slow. It's a really slow paced movie.
The letters from her mother are like, ugh. I told you, like, imagine you get a letter from your mom that's like, you're hot. How come we can't do it with your husband? What's going on?
Get a baby in that oven.
Let's get a baby. She's 15.
But my issue with the movie is that by the end of the movie, you are siding with royalty. They make it seem like the people of France were being unreasonable. Like,
well, I think they try to make it seem like these two particular royals are just really dumb and young, which they were.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. Like, Marie Antoinette was in her 30s when she died. So, like, yes, she was married when she was 15, but, like, she was a grown-up. She wasn't, like, a kid that...
But it was, like, a series of terrible decisions, like, one after the next.
So, they just kind of made you feel like, oh, they did the best they could, and they were just... I'm like, well, if it's not the people's fault, and it's not the royalty's fault, then what happened? Like,
it was America's fault for needing money.
I guess. I don't know.
Broke ass bitches asking for money from France.
But my issue is that by the end of the movie, you are rooting for the royalty. Like, they were the good guys. And I just don't like, it's kind of hard for me to sit and be like, yeah, the people of France were being unreasonable for yelling at Marie Antoinette because they were poor.
Like, the royalty that she knew in Austria was way less ostentatious than it was in France. And it was like just how it was, but it was expensive. And then she just like fell into it, supposedly. I don't know. Like, I don't know all of the details, but I think what the movie's trying to say is that what's wrong is like having royalty, having those parameters of like the people in the court. One person has a feather and then the other person was a taller feather, and like all the like unnecessary expenses.
Disagree.
Okay.
I finally did get to see Watch Obsession like on a Tuesday, and it was still like, it was a small theater, but it was still sold out. And it's great. Everything that everybody is saying about it is true.
Yeah.
I do think I like Backrooms more just because, even though I do have issues with Backrooms, I do like a Backrooms more because Obsession, as good as it was, you know exactly what's going to happen. Like, someone, you know, makes a wish on a monkey's paw, and
of course
they get their wish, and it goes not the way that they want it to. That aspect of it, nothing really changes. It's pretty basic, but it's just done really well. I know I'm not going to say anything that anyone else hasn't said already. It's a great movie.
Should I watch it?
You would be terrified.
Is there a lot of actual slashing?
Yeah, there's some.
I don't get terrified. I'm just like, ugh.
I mean, there are like jump scares and stuff like that. And there's some creepy stuff. Like, there are times when
I could watch it, but I need to get an extra large hoodie. And then you wear it, and then I get inside of it, and then I sneak head out. Yeah. Just my eyes, just like right here. And then I close my eyes. And then it's like I wasn't even there at all. Yeah. That's how I like to watch horror.
So glad we paid for this movie. So that you
oh, no, I plan on sitting on your lap. But I'll just tell the ticket person, we don't need 2 tickets. I'll just sit on his lap.
So the next movie that we both watched together was The Godfather 2.
Yep.
And how did you feel about Godfather 2, all 4 hours?
We were high for that one. So it's a little bit harder to follow the plot and stay awake. And I currently don't remember anything about it.
That edible like knocked you. We took edible and like you were knocked out.
That's what weed does to me. I fall asleep.
Yeah. But like but
I don't mind it. It's nice to fall asleep.
Probably, we watched like the first 3 hours. Like, it's 4 hours long. We probably watched the first 3 hours.
It's 4 hours long? Yeah. No wonder I fell asleep.
Yeah, that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
And you watched.
And yeah, next time if we watch The Godfather 3, I'm going to need to do cocaine. I don't think I can do weed for that one. I'll be like, wait, and who is he? Just like every 2 seconds.
Coke is more of a Scarface thing.
Well, I do remember they get separated. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that he was going to strong arm her into not leaving. Well, at first he tried to talk to her like she was a child. That didn't work, which obviously. But then I thought she was just going to not leave because the kids were left behind. Like, I didn't think she was going to go for it. I thought she was going to continue to just be trapped in the house with the kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm a good mom. So, that's what I would have done. But, maybe some...
It was the 70s. Things were different.
Bad moms out there.
So it tells two stories. It tells the story of Vito, who's the dad, and then it tells the story of Michael's the son. But it tells both of them at the same time, more or less. And
his grandson. They're comparing when he was a boy to his grandson, who is currently a boy in the movie.
Yeah, but like his grandson is barely in the movie.
Yeah, but they compare the two a lot. Like the difference between the charm life of the grandson now versus like this orphan moving to another country by himself.
I mean, there's definitely like one specific scene that like it literally, you see him, he's being quarantined on Ellis Island, and then it goes directly to Michael. I can't even remember the kid's name, but Michael's son. Was it his christening? Yeah,
no, his first communion.
First communion.
He's like in his
be a baby.
And in his room, and his dad's tucking him in, and they're like really like,
as opposed to what Vito
taking care of him.
Vito watched his. Well, I guess he didn't see it, but I think it's pretty obvious that his mom died. I don't know if he watched it, but
I think he could see it. Yeah. No, it was like right in front of him.
Yeah, and maybe he saw his dad die.
Yeah, and brother.
And brother. So,
they got his oldest brother.
So a pretty big difference.
That's a pretty stark difference.
Vito's story is basically how he's building his empire. And Michael's story is basically how his empire is crumbling. Or, he's still the Godfather and he still owns everything. But like his family, everything that's supposedly important is gone. Vito was able to do all this and still keep his family intact, and how Michael tried to do the exact same thing, but he couldn't do it.
Because he didn't marry an Italian.
That's it. That's the problem. That's what...
You gotta keep it in the family. So that's you gotta marry your sister. Is the only way.
Yikes.
In the words of Cher, you ain't got it, honey. You're not the Godfather.
Like I was telling you before, I've seen the first Godfather like maybe 4 or 5 times. I've seen the second one. This may have been the 3rd time I've ever seen it. And the 3rd one I've only seen once. This one is harder to watch because, one, it's 4 hours long. And it's kind of
also, we found it on Tubi or Pluto, and it was free, which means it had ads.
Yeah.
And that makes it longer. So it was 5 hours, actually. God, I didn't even realize how long we've been watching that.
Yeah. Michael's story, there's almost no joy at all. Like, there's nothing good happening the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If you were just to watch that without Vito's story at all, it's a bummer of a story.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just his family just one by one disappearing,
just falling apart.
And what made Godfather 1 so interesting is that like almost every scene is a classic scene, and something cool is happening every time.
Yeah.
Every the next scene is always something.
Wrong as that wedding was, it was fun.
Yeah. So Michael's story is just everything falling apart. And Vito, the only joy in the movie is Vito's story, which is him you see him becoming the Godfather, even though they kind of skip how he goes from being this kid with, I guess I think it was smallpox.
It was definitely just a thing that you quarantine away. He's not like permanently damaged. Yeah, like he keeps saying the thing where when somebody does him a favor, he doesn't forget. Like they could have easily just told us who taught him that, like maybe before in Italy, like at some point, and then that's like something that he carries through, and that mentality gets him to that place. But he's just a self-made man.
The story is just basically he just becomes it.
And who took him in at like 9 years old? Like when they skipped from immigration to him already being married and having like one kid in the way. That's the part when we're like, okay, but how?
Yeah.
I mean, we presume that Italians in the United States arrived and helped each other in a way. That's why neighborhoods formed, and that's how the mafia started, right? Like, because they were all like only cohabitating with each other, like relating with each other. But like a long lost aunt, like an adopted grandmother, like we needed to see some kind of somebody take him in.
Yeah.
They don't give the fight between him and his wife enough work. I don't feel like that feels like a real fight.
Yeah. Also, I did feel like the door closing scene was a little corny. Because they were trying to recreate what was happening. The first movie ends with the famous door, like, never ask me about my business. And she's on the outside and he's on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Someone comes and kisses his ring and closes the door, and that's the end of the movie.
And she's left outside.
Yeah. So that was that. And then this movie, they tried to do the same thing. It was more or less the same scene where the kids are standing with Michael and she is standing outside, and then they close the door. I'm like, I mean, I see what you're doing.
I didn't even catch that, but it's like
it's the exact
she's always going to be on the outside. Yeah. They have you rooting for the Italian woman that died in that car. If only she was here.
Oh, Apollonia.
Do you remember her name?
Yeah, Apollonia.
Of course. I know English. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's me.
So, how many stars you giving Godfather 2?
3.
3? I'm gonna give it 4.
But only because I didn't watch the whole thing because I fell asleep. I don't think I... Well, I mean, I saw... Was that closing door the last scene?
The last scene is when...
See, I'm getting sleepy just thinking about it.
Spoiler alert, Fredo dies.
Wait, who's Fredo?
One of the most famous deaths in all of cinema.
Who's Fredo?
His brother.
The bald one?
On the boat, yeah.
On the boat, he dies.
Yeah. You didn't see that?
I don't think... I'm not sure.
I just ruined the Godfather.
I feel like I remember that. I don't know. It's okay. It was already ruined. It had a 3-star rating.
Fredo, he kills his brother. And then you see there's the final scene where we go back in time to what was happening on the first Godfather, which may have been a cut scene. I don't know. But it's all of his family that was there before, and they're talking, and it's right when something happens to their dad.
Oh, that's the other thing. His sister is trying to marry some guy.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have the money, or like he doesn't have the money, and then she leaves all sassy, and then a few years later she comes back. She's like, I'm ready to come back now.
Yeah.
No details.
Yeah. So now...
Just in time to be the kid's mom, because her mom has been kicked. Their actual mom has been kicked out. That just happens to work out perfectly, and we have no more information.
Yeah, there was a kind of a weird thing that she leaves and she comes back and she's just all complacent.
Yeah, she just changed her personality because she got a lobotomy. What happened? She just comes back and she's like, I'm ready to kiss the ring.
Yeah, and it would have made more sense for her to leave too if you really want to make it seem like all of his family is gone. She's the only one that's still there. Yeah.
Also, she has her own kids she was apparently not taking care of because her mom was like, go see your kids. Everybody's always telling her to go see her kids. Now she's parenting someone else's kids. Not the best person, and she barely can do her own. Anyway, I have way more quarrels with this movie than I did the first one.
Yeah. The mom had a few more lines.
Yeah.
Mom had some lines. And then his sister and Kay. Yeah. So it's the same women from before.
But
no one else.
The oldest women get lines. Her mom, when she's young, barely says anything. Like in the scenes where they look back.
So they at least get one.
And yeah, pretty much it feels like whoever wrote the movie. I mean, it feels like they're like, I mean, why do women do shit? I don't know. It's unclear to me. I mean, they just sometimes make choices and they're, now they're gone.
They do things. I'm sure something will. I'm sure they'll land on their feet. They're like cats.
Like cats.
The next thing would be Wuthering Heights.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about Wuthering Heights?
I mean, we can, but there's not much to say.
I didn't enjoy Wuthering Heights.
We took a long time to watch that. Like, when he came out, I was like, nah, I don't really need to.
I didn't. Well, I saw nothing. Like everybody was like, "This is not that great."
Yeah, a friend of mine told me that she went to see it with popcorn, and she was like, "Oh, I can't like eat through this." So I was expecting it to be a lot grosser than it was.
They didn't elaborate on.
They didn't like the way the sound is. Like the sound's just like.
Well, our speakers on our TV is not very good.
Maybe, but just like the way that you can hear like the ASMR of like you can hear some things that are not necessary.
I don't know. Maybe in the theater it was.
Which is why I was like, I don't get that at all. But
I knew of the story, but I've never read it, and it didn't seem like anything that interested me. Then when the movie came out, I didn't see anyone say anything positive about it. So I was like, oh, well, all right, I guess I'll miss this one. But then it's on streaming, and you wanted to watch it, right?
No, I think
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I feel like you picked it. No. We're both watching something that we thought the other person wanted to see.
That's what happened. That's the reason why we watched it.
The only cool thing about the movie is her dresses.
I like visually they made dresses. A lot of cool choices.
Yeah. The way she's always wearing red. Like not the exact same way, but a lot of velvety red. It's really pretty. This
movie made me want to read the book because I was like, is the book what this is?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not.
What are we missing here?
Because the first scene in the movie, someone gets hung and everyone in the town gets horny.
I mean, that's not what I got from that, but they were like fascinated with it.
Well, there was the kids, they were talking about someone getting a stiffy. I believe that's what they called it. There were two kids. And then there was the nun telling them not to do it, but the nun was also kind of like looking like she wanted to. And then there were two other women that were there. And this other guy was like yelling about the hanging or whatever. And they were looking like they wanted to be with him because of that. And then the last shot is like of this guy's erection. And none of the principal characters in the movie are in that scene. So it just felt like they wanted to show us this idea of, being turned on by something hideous.
Maybe. And then later on, they bring it back when Isabella wants to go to a hang-in and she's like, no, you don't want to do that, even though she liked it when she was there.
So I feel like the first scene was trying to set that vibe of this is what it is. So the first time we hear about Heathcliff, he got beaten. Apparently, like the father found him because he was being beaten, and then he gets brought in. So that's someone being physically assaulted, but there's love there. And these two characters who constantly abuse each other or other people all the time. That's how their love works. And it feels like everyone in the movie kind of did that too. Like everyone was abusive to the other person, but they also cared about them. Or that's how they showed that they cared about them, either passively.
Except for her actual husband.
Yeah. But even he was he had to know more than he was actually saying, but he still accepted it. Almost everyone in the movie is being abused or abusing another person for love. And that's a hard thing to build a whole movie on.
Yeah.
And it's hard to feel anything for these characters when it's hard. There are a couple that's hard to root for, I guess is what I'm saying. It's hard to be like sad when one of them dies because it didn't seem like this was a good relationship to begin with. This isn't how you're supposed to build any type of relationship.
Yeah, I told you, I feel like toxic couples just really sell themselves.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, but it's okay because we love each other.
I mean, it also seemed like a lot of people didn't like the movie, so there's not as many.
Yeah, I mean,
not as many.
The people who read the book and liked the book said that it was not like that. So now we need to read the book so we can know what the hell happened there. Because I feel like they just probably took bits and pieces and just didn't put them back together.
Yeah, watching this made me want to read the book so I could be like, well, what is the story? Because this is a story that's, been told a bunch of times. Like, this isn't the first movie. They've done it a bunch of times. And also, this is just a famous classic book.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, what is it about it that people like? And it can't be that. It can't be what was being shown in that movie.
Yeah.
So now I'm interested in what is it about it that people love about it?
Isabel and I started watching Barbie last night.
Yeah, how did you?
The Barbie movie.
You didn't finish it though, right?
No, we didn't finish. It's too long. But because the baby likes Dua Lipa.
Okay.
And I was like, do you remember that song from the Barbie movie? And she was like, no. And then I was like, Dua Lipa was in the movie too. And she was like, I guess I don't remember anything of this movie because she saw it in theaters. But like when it came out, she was like 5, I guess. So we watched it again because she was like, I feel like I thought it was scary back then, but maybe I would like it better now. So we started watching it, and the whole time I'm like trying to give her context from like what's going on, but it's still pretty wild. Like it's still like very out there. And it just reminded me because it's the same, it's Margot Robbie, it's the same actress as, which is another thing that people said about Wuthering Heights is that everybody's just so pretty. Or like the main characters are just so pretty that that's supposed to like carry the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they were doing that and being ugly, you'd be like, no, not cool.
Girl, you got to get out of there. How did you feel about Barbie?
I don't know. I feel like Barbie should have been shorter and it should have had a sequel because they tried to squeeze a lot into one movie.
Yeah. I feel like she had a lot of ideas and not all of them were seen through. And I mean, like it's a good try. I feel like someone else doing this probably would have made a terrible movie.
Yeah.
So it's better than what most people would have done. But
it's better than what we expected too, because when you see the Barbie movie, you're like, oh, it's going to be like all plastic and happy and whatnot. But it has like a serious side too. But yeah, there's some stuff that doesn't translate. Like in Barbie world, there's no patriarchy because nobody cares about Ken. But when they bring the patriarchy and then they try to fix the women dolls to be back to believing in themselves, they give them a speech that they would give a woman in the real world about like, you're never enough. And like, there's no doing everything that everybody wants you to be and like all this stuff. But they have no context for that because the patriarchy has only been there for a day. So they wouldn't, that would be like giving that speech to a 2-year-old because she's like doing things for her brother, like trying to help out the patriarchy in some way. Like they don't know what all of that even means yet.
Also, that speech, most people were not upset with the speech, but they were like, yeah, that's like feminism 101. That whole speech was like,
it's also like a movie for the masses. It can't be like too.
But like, it feels like it was a movie that was really wanted to go there, but never really.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with the speech so much as with how they think that they're able to use that speech to turn the Barbies back to believing in themselves. It just doesn't make sense as a tool.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the main plot. So if I have a problem with that, it's kind of like not that much left for me to root for it.
Yeah.
But same thing. I just like the outfits. When they go on a journey to Barbie Land, it's like rollerblades to rollerblades to tandem bike to whatever, like all. And each time you get a different vehicle, they change outfits. And they always make a joke about that. They're like, oh, we could go back and it will change outfits again. Because that's like when you play with Barbies, that's like that's all the play is just putting different outfits on them and then like pretending that they're doing something and then change their outfit again. I feel like if there's like a small part of me that actually likes it, it's more for the aesthetics because I actually did grow up with Barbies. But my kid doesn't have any Barbies because I feel like now, as the movie mentions, like the daughter of the mom in the movie is like, Barbie is like trying to be this like perfect figure and like talking about consumerism and just more outfits, more shoes. Like that's not really like something that we should look up to. And so maybe that's why Mattel went ahead and said, yeah, make a movie. We haven't had that many sales in years. I don't know.
What's the saying? You'll never be free by the oppressor's tool. Like the oppressor's, like whatever. What's that saying? Do you know exactly what?
No.
For the master's tool will never dismantle the master's house. That's how I feel about the Barbie movie. It's like you're trying to like break down the patriarchy, but you're using something that props up the patriarchy to take down the patriarchy. So what are you saying?
They just have the most beautiful, most blonde, skinny woman be like, everybody's beautiful.
So it feels like a lot of times in the movie, they're bringing up a lot of issues, but there's also like structural things. Like there's human beings in the real world that are playing with Barbies, and then something happens in Barbie land. So does it go both ways? Like, is there someone in the real world playing with the Barbie that we have? Like,
if that made sense, that
like that doesn't.
If that was true, then stuff would be happening in Barbie Land all the time.
Yeah.
Because everybody is being played with by different kids and they all have feelings and they have different complicated feelings.
Even apart from the message of the movie, just structurally, it's just like, I don't know if this really, I don't know. So there's a lot of issues with it, but I feel like it's 10 times better than what most people would have made.
What's the name of the guy that plays the CEO? He's in an Elf.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah. His appearance in the movie is like some of the best parts of that movie. And it's and it's so funny because that's literally what they say. Like Barbie's like, before I go, can I talk to the CEO? And he's like, I'm the CEO. And she's like, COO and CFO, and like they're all men. And he gets really offended. He's like, I understand what you're trying to say. We had a woman here one time in the 90s, and so that's one right there. And then there's another one, and there's a Rosa, and like just like trying to find, like, he's like defending himself, but it's so like, it's just so funny.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Maybe you just needed more comedy along the way. Like parts of it are like, it's pretend and it's really impossible and make believe, but it's also not funny enough. Like it's not leaning into funny that hard. Because if you tell me that like people are playing with her and then also wink at the fact that like no other toys are being played with or something, like make a light of it instead of just like pretend that's just how it works. Okay. Or even say that, because that's how it works when you're a kid. Like when you're like, and then pretend she can fly or like whatever. You just make up rules along the way.
They also, that's kind of what they do when they're talking about going from the real world to Barbie Land. They're just like, well, we just did it.
Yeah. I like that.
So that was kind of that.
Yeah. When they're like, just don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
You do it backwards. And they're like, do you mean like each thing backwards or like rollerblade backwards?
Did you ever see Oppenheimer?
No.
I watched Oppenheimer when I think I was on the road and I was in some town where there was nothing happening. So I was like, well, I got a few hours. I'll just watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was
yeah.
really good.
Should I watch it?
Enjoyed it. I don't know if you would enjoy it.
It's from the Barbie movie.
We also watched Hoppers.
Yep.
How'd you feel about Hoppers?
I didn't like it. At first I was like, I don't know. And then I'm like, no. Yeah. Just flat out no. No, thank you.
I was hoping I would like it more than I did.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It was just.
That's literally the quote about the tools of the oppressor. Like the animals would never be able to pull that off when they're trying to force the humans to do it for them. Like, sorry. It's just no. Like, we're just going to say no.
Yeah. It was just too many moments where you're like, I get that this is a kid's movie. It's animated. A lot of it is illogical, but there has to be some type of logic.
Yeah, or message. Like, what's the message? Is like just coexist. It's too broad.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just too many times where I was like, all right, a flying shark. We're doing like, I
didn't even have a problem with the flying shark.
We're doing that.
Not Doris.
Yeah, there was just a lot of moments like, I mean, not even the flying, like, the flying shark wasn't like the worst part. Like I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
it was just out there. But yeah, like the animals being able to use the same technology to do that backwards to them. Yeah. It's like.
So yeah, a butterfly can figure out how to use this technology.
And they forced the scientists to make a man suit.
In like
a day.
Yeah, less than that. Really, it was hours.
It looks just like the mayor.
A whole suit. It took her years to make that first thing.
Yeah.
And she just makes a man suit. It was just like a lot of things. It was like, all right. It was a lot of small things. It wasn't like one big plot point to me anyway. It wasn't like one big thing that was like, all right, this is too much. It just felt like a lot of small things. So it's like, all right, this isn't adding up at all. Like even the fact that she's 19 and she's graduating from something.
Yeah, we're not even sure what it is. For either graduation.
High school.
It's either too late or too early. What if she just like stayed in high school for like 6 years?
Unless the movie takes place over years and it's college, but I don't know.
Maybe that's the more logical explanation, but I still don't know.
Too many small things. So it's like, it was just adding up. Like none of this.
Yeah.
Someone just was throwing stuff at the wall and they were just like, all right.
It was very much like, okay, we feel like kids want to hear about the environment and they want to talk about big business and like whatever, like they had a lot of big ideas, but yeah, it just didn't go well.
How many stars you giving Hoppers?
1
star? It was that bad.
1 star is like, this was the thing that was made, like that's that's what that means.
I didn't think it was bad. I'll give it 2.5. Yeah.
Oof.
2.5.
That's so many.
I'll give it 2.5.
That half, it's not deserved.
Yeah.
You just slid a. I'm gonna write a number of stars on this piece of paper. And slide it on over to you.
All right. So that's our movie review episode.
That's a lot of movies.
Went through a lot of movies. We're gonna try to start having interviews. So that may be the next.
You get to meet more comedians that make no sense.
Hopefully, we'll get that done. But until then, my name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrea Menchaca.
Thank you for listening to and watching